Hello everyone, welcome to Short Shot Archery, and today we're going to be taking a tour of the 2018 Gator Cup here in beautiful Florida, here at the Newberry Sports Complex. So we're going to be heading out first to the parking lot so you get a feel of how the parking lot's laid out, and we're going to work our way all the way back to pretty much where I'm standing now, where we have vendors and we have some of the targets that are assigned for official shooting. So let's get into this tour. So here we have a look at the main entrance, as you see the cars driving in, and the first main parking lot. You can also see the van and the truck. They're driving down that road there. That leads to the second parking lot along the back side of the Easton Sports Complex. It also lets you park closer to the second shooting range that we are going to be looking at later. And here is a look at that second lot. A lot more parking spaces here, as you can see. There is also handicap spots right at the entrance of the Easton Sports Complex, and they are very close to the first field that was for mostly compound shooters. There were also handicap spots on the back side of the building, and I believe there was even more handicap spots on the very far side of the whole complex, but you would have to drive around the baseball fields to get to them, but it gave you very close access to the 70 and 60 meter fields, that second field, all the way out there. We'll take a look at those though. All right, so behind me is the first field. As you can see, compound targets, and there's 60 meter targets for the Masters division, I believe. To my side over here is the parking lot we just took a look at, that main parking lot with the main entrance. So I walked around this side of the building. There's still a parking lot behind us, but there's also some other really great things in this area that we're going to be taking a look at. So let's go and check out equipment inspection, check-in, coaches check-in, and then we will head on to the second range. This smaller first field has 50 meters and 60 meters on it. There were also targets set up with information such as lane assignments and where to follow the live results for the Gator Cup, and just other useful information to help you find your way when you're at this event. All this is also available online, so you can use your phone and follow it that way. Next up we have equipment inspection. So here they are inspecting the recurve and compound bows. And that big wall you see there is actually the back of the Easton Sports Complex building. This equipment inspection was for both fields, so if you were on the field that was much further away, that was mostly recurve shooters with some compound, you had to walk all the way over to get your equipment inspected. I don't know if that'll change for the future, but it was set up like this for this tournament. Next up we have registration and check-in. This is where you got all your information for the tournament. They make sure that you're here. You get your welcome bag, and then you proceed to your designated field so that you can go set up your bow and practice and things like that before the actual shoot. You could also get your target assignment there if you didn't already check online. Another thing that was going on in this area was coaches check-in, because you need to check in as a coach if you want to be near your archer or archers. So you would check in there, get your pass, and be all set for the whole tournament. There was also live scoring at this event, and it was displayed on a couple monitors. It was being updated pretty consistently, and if you didn't have your phone handy, you could stand there and look at it and see where a particular archer was, as it scrolled through the list of archers based on category and divisions, things like that. Alright, now we'll start off with some vendors. We had a snow cone vendor, and we're going to continue down and check out some of the other vendors. And where you see those two big white tents, that is the second field that had 50, 60, and 70 meters on it. And besides snow cones, there were some people selling snacks and drinks. The two big vendors there, I would say, was Archer and Lancaster Archery, bringing their trailer full of all the goodies you could ever want to buy. And of course you could always order from there and have it shipped to your house too. Alright, and here's a look at the second field, the larger of the two fields. Further walk, but the larger of the two fields. And you can see the nice tent setup and all the archers shooting, compound, recurve, senior, and even youth divisions. So very cool. As you can see, since these tents are so giant, they provided lots of space and lots of shade. So that was very nice, good way to stay cool. And they had water available so that you stayed hydrated. This field also had a DOS stand, and it's located right in the middle of the field, so it splits the field into two, and they did a great job of running the tournament and making sure everything stayed on track. The bathroom facilities here were porta potties, unless you wanted to take a walk all the way to the actual Easton Sports Complex building, where there is air-conditioned bathrooms, but that is quite a walk if you are an active shooter. If you're just somebody that's watching, that is probably the better strategy, because the air conditioning was very nice during this shoot because of how hot it was. So hopefully you found this video helpful if you're looking to go to the Gator Cup in the future. This is a really great event, and the setup of it is always changing a little bit every year as, you know, the amount of archers continues to grow. So it was a lot of fun to be here, and I look forward to seeing you here next year. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and as always, happy shooting.